Before we start, Vico Office will be available in 3 phases, and today we will focus on products from phase 1 and phase 2, and more details are in the presentation and of course in the demonstration. So the Vico Office environment makes it possible for the first time to work with models created in multiple BIM platforms. It works with the Revit modeling platform, with the Tekla modeling platform, and the ArchiCAD modeling platform, and you can combine models created with those 3 into one office project. We will also look at connecting estimating software and scheduling software, so we can really be the connection point for all construction data inside the office environment. The Vico Office is totally integrated, so all project, cost, time, and schedule information is stored in one single database, and that is the Vico Office core. The Vico Office has modules that are built on that central core, so the information stored in the central database is used for all tasks that are required going from design to construction. The functionality that we provide with Vico Office is grouped in 4 main categories. So we recognize explore, plan, control, and manage. And what that means, I can explain that in the next slide. So the modular structure of Office allows for configurations that are based on what you need at a certain point in time and the budget that you have available for that. Because all the modules are used in the same Office environment, you don't have to learn a new user interface and user interface conventions every time when you are ready to adopt a new piece of the 5D puzzle and start working with a full integration. So what are those? What are the modules that we see here on the screen? We see the 4 main categories that I talked about. Of course, the core is the basis for the Vico Office platform. Above that, we have Explore, which is really the category for communicating everything that you store in the Vico Office environment. Cost Explorer is a product in phase 1 that will help you to communicate cost. Plan will help you to create project data, so cost planning, schedule planning, content planning. Cost Planner is the project that we will demonstrate today. Control will help you to check if the plans that you created are followed up during the construction phase. Manage helps you to organize project information, and an example of that will be showcased today by means of the Takeoff Manager. Other products that we will have in that range include the Location Breakdown Structures Manager, which allows you to define the locations that you want to recognize in the project. So let's take a closer look at those modules. As said, the core of the Vico Office environment is the Vico Office client. It's the basis for all functionality that's available throughout the modules, and it contains the CAD publishers for the platforms that we currently support, which are Revit, ArchiCAD, and Tekla. It contains model management tools, which will help you to manage the models and maybe more importantly, the versions of models that you publish to a project in Office. It also contains the 3D viewer with which you can explore the models that you've activated inside Vico Office. And last but not least, the reporting engine is also included in the Vico Office client. So with that reporting engine, you can customized reports for takeoff, cost, and also for schedules. The Takeoff Manager is the first module that will be available in the Vico Office platform. Takeoff Manager takes the properties and the geometry from BIM elements published from ArchiCAD, Tekla, or Revit, and automatically creates takeoff groups, and we call those groups takeoff items. When you do that, and when the model is activated inside Vico Office, quantities are extracted from the BIM elements, and we do that using our own geometry analysis algorithms. So all the quantities are calculated inside the Vico office environment. After the initial takeoff manager will allow you to regroup the takeoff information. So if there are elements that you think belong to a different group or to a new group of takeoff items, you can reassign that with a or reassigning functionality, which we will demonstrate today. Of course, because we have the geometry inside the Vico Office platform, all your quantities can be visualized as soon as you click on them. So if you select a takeoff item, the associated elements will be highlighted in the 3D model. So let's take a first look at some screenshots. What we see here is the mini takeoff manager view combined with the 3D view, which is the default view set for takeoff manager. As I said, selecting an item in the takeoff manager panel highlights all associated elements in the 3D view. The filtering panel that you can see here in the 3D view helps you to really specify a focused view on the model. So if you really want to drill down into the structural aspects of the project, you can use the filtering panel to filter out layers, element types, and specific models that you want to look at. Next screenshot is an overall view of all the quantities that you have in the project. So again, to the left, we see the takeoff items, and horizontally, we see the locations that were extracted from the BIM model. And in the grid, you see how all the quantities are included in the project or where they exist in the project. Cost Planner is a module that will be delivered as part of Vico Office Phase 2. And Cost Planner uses the quantities prepared with Takeoff Manager and does that through a powerful formula editor that we will show in the next slide, but also during the demonstration. The n-tiered cost structure that we have in Cost Planner allows you to really evolve cost estimates, starting at a very conceptual level, but going down all the way to detailed design phase and to construction documentation level of detail. Of course, the model that we have works with Cost Planner as well. Quantities are linked through Takeoff Manager, so each of the cost items know to which element in the model they're connected. So selecting a Cost Planner item will result in highlighting that element in the model. So some of the screenshots for Cost Planner. What you can see here is the grid with an Excel look and feel. With nested components. So these are the assemblies and components that can be added in as many layers as desired in the project. It can go from project to system, for example, using the uniform classification system, all the way down to labor and material, if desired, to the individual pieces of rebar. Quantities that you extracted from the model with the Takeoff Manager can be made available in the quantity cell inside the Cost Planner spreadsheet, and you do that by using the formula editor. The formula editor is really a small view of everything that you have in your project's takeoff, and you can select the desired takeoff item and desired takeoff quantity, combine them in the formula, and even select subsets of locations in the formula editor. So if you only want to include the quantities of floor slabs from floor 20 to 40, you can do that in with this formula editor.